Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of our game of Fallout D2 D20 or whatever it's called. My name's Michelle and welcome to It Never Fucking Changes because it never does. It never does. Say hello players, how are you all doing?
Hello, I'm awake.
Are we all
I'm partially
conscious?
awake.
Pardon?
Are we all conscious?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the bare minimum. Well done, players. You have arrived conscious. That is a good way to start. So, shall we get started with the game?
Now, back to where we were. Getting slightly drunk in the bartering shop.
Yeah, so...
Wait, no one told me we were getting drunk.
Well, she's already. And now I lost Michelle. You muted somewhere?
Yeah, I'm muted. That's what happened there.
Okay. Whew.
So what I'm thinking is, if you on the sheet on the sheet for the store, copy and paste what you want into a list below, and then we'll go from there. But do know that you were going to be here for 5 days. You're going to be here for a few days by the sounds of it from what you said last time. So, you know, you'll have time to do shopping for things that aren't necessarily absolutely required right this second. So I'd say, just to speed things up, if you grab stuff that you think you're going to need in the next 24 to 48 hours now. Oh, Tim, you're muted.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those days, guys.
That's why you don't mute.
All right. I was going over to see if we could grab some of the consumables and connections. Like, we got an extra Nuka Cola. I was going to pick up probably the Nuka Cola and vegetable soup. Some of them with some of the better perks that might come with it, since I don't see any chems or stims or whatever in here.
I mean, we're here for a few days. We don't have to clear them out of vegetable soup today. We could buy like one each today and then come back tomorrow when they get more stock, maybe.
Well, I'm just looking for where we're going.
Fair.
Immediate needs. So yeah, the pricing looks to be about. Let's just go with vegetable soup, Nuka Cola. That's the big ones for right now. Anybody need a multi-tool or armor?
I have a multi-tool.
I don't have either of those things.
Multi-tool. And what do you say? Armor? Did they have any armor?
No, sorry, I looked up and it was clothing only.
Caroline speaks up. Well, Sugar, we don't using all the armor we got to defend the town, but all I got is this fancy formal pre-war clothing. We got some tuxedos, we got some dresses, we got some fancy hats.
I do love a fancy hat.
Yes, fancy hats are nice as he tips his.
But it's not the time. Later on.
But yeah, we can use this and maybe at least get some of this stuff taken care of. So here, purified water. I know we got quantity of 10, but we're also running low on our own personal supplies because we've been drinking it daily. So he'd like to pick up at least 5 of those. So that's 120 something. My math is bad when I'm doing it this way. The Nuka Cola and the vegetable soup. And just a couple of each of those, just so we have some as we're needed because of the advantages they give. So what sort of barter rolls do we need to make, Michelle?
Well, that depends on how... Well, I think the easiest way to do it is to get everything you want and how many of you want and how much you want in one number.
Let's just worry about that later. That's too much little details right now, but yeah. You work with everybody else, I'll write something down then. So
with the way that it works, it's that will result in one roll. So
yep.
I mean, I can do the math for you. I'm pretty good at this kind of thing. So how many Nuka Colas did you want?
There's only, let's take one for everybody. 4.
4 Nuka Colas. How many pure waters did you want?
We don't have enough actual stuff to give me 4 of them.
4 purified waters. You said you wanted some vegetable soups. You wanted 4 vegetable soups?
Yeah, we'll just go 4 with each of those.
Was there anything else?
Not for immediate needs that I'm seeing in this list. As you said, we can come back and maybe when everything's blown up, we can still find stuff. So.
Okay, so gonna do some quick maths.
I think there's a word for someone who hopes the shop gets destroyed so you can loot it later.
Vegetable soup is 16. Right, so I will go back in character in a second once I've done maths. I can't do both. All right, sugar. That'll be 256 caps.
All right, and he will grab some of the stuff off of Tumu, his Brahmin, and he will bring over a combat rifle, 117, 2 pipe guns, one's 30, one's 40.
Okay.
And he's gonna hold out 2 bottles of alcohol, 1 whiskey, 1 bourbon.
And how
7
much?
each.
7 each. Well, if you're doing barter, that stuff comes to 201 caps worth.
Well, can't you give a deal for a, out of business sale possibility?
Ooh, you want to do some haggling? I do declare, I do like myself a good haggle. All right. So we're going to go and do some haggling. Is that what we're doing? Okay, let's do this. So, the way haggling works, I explained it to you on Discord earlier, but for people watching, this is going to be an opposed barter charisma check. So, Caroline, I just need to find Caroline's sheet. Where is it? There it is. Caroline is going to do... I'm going to set this so you can see her roll. So you roll 2 d20s, charisma, barter, roll. Now let's see, shopkeeper, master. Oh, I've got. Caroline also has a perk called the Master Trader perk, which means that when she generates one automatically success on the top of any additional successes that she rolls. So she has 3 successes. So to successfully barter and get 10% off, you have to beat 3 successes.
I would like to buy an additional die then.
Okay, so that's 1 action point you're using?
Yep. And I have an ability that allows me to re-roll a 1d20. So I'm going to roll the one I failed on. I also failed. So I only got 2 successes.
I'm sorry, Sugar. I can't do any discounts. Times are tough. Times are hard.
Oh, I might be able to do more. I have more gear. I think my gear has some stuff too. Or can I only do 1 per? Formal hat allows you to re-roll a single d20 on a charisma-based skill. Can I reuse that too?
Absolutely, Sugar. You can do some more haggling if you want, but I don't think I'm going to change my mind, sweetie.
Oh, damn you. How about you have a little more to drink?
Well, this whiskey does look damn good. Let me have a swig. You're essentially rolling to see how successful that swig of whiskey was.
Yep. How much does the difference again, Michelle, between the two? Your cost?
I have it written down. So right now you're buying 256 caps worth of stuff for 201 caps worth of stuff.
Okay. And he will set down a 10mm pistol, leaving it only a few change away.
Okay.
That's 50.
$10mm pistol is worth 50 caps.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, shopping episode for a brief moment, guys.
Are you re-rolling a dice because of your formal hat?
If I can, I will do that. That time he succeeded.
She looks at the bottle of bourbon you just put on the desk and just said, "My goodness, this is really fucking delicious. I gotta say. All right, fine. I'll give you 10% off."
Excellent.
So that means
And then,
it's roughly 25 caps off. So that means that the current is 200. I'm going to say it's 230 caps for the Nuka Cola, the purified water, and the vegetable soup.
there we go.
So I'll throw in 21 caps on top.
Make me do my math over here. 444. Yep. That way we will have some ability to gather and with the special stuff on it.
So right now, Sugar, you've given me this combat rifle, these 2 pop guns, this whiskey, this bourbon, and this 10mm. You're getting 4 Nuka Cola bottles, 4 purified waters, 4 vegetable soups, and 21 caps in change.
I thank you for your business, and just because you did such a good deal for me, and he hands her one of the other cheap bottles of whiskey.
Well, I do declare, you're my new favorite customer.
Enjoy. Otherwise, it makes a good Molotov cocktail.
So just to double check, what was the booze you were getting rid of? You were getting rid of a whiskey?
I gave her 2 whiskeys and 1 bourbon. I'm taking care of Freddie's sheet, so
Okay, I'm just sending you a little summary on Discord as well. Items received and items removed.
Yep.
Now, whilst Freddie is doing some admin with the sheet, I need Augusta and Jade to do an endurance survival roll, please. And there's a DC of 2. And I'm not going to tell you what this is for. Okay.
Nope.
All right. Freddie, when you get a sec, I will need you to do the same.
What did you need me to roll, sir?
Survival endurance. DC 2.
Overseer, just out of character for a sec, we've had another 300 bits donated, and then another 100 specifically each. So that makes it 900, which is 3 complications plus 100 each to try and help us deal with the complications.
Huh?
Okay.
All right. I rolled a 1 success.
Remind me that in a bit, Lavaita.
Sure, I'll make a note. I've got a
doing
note.
the maths thing.
Yeah, I saw that. That's why I didn't bother you before now, but I
So
forgot.
thank you. I will.
And thank you to
a
Three-Eyed
thing.
Cat for the donation of all those bits and all those complications, which I'm sure we'll treasure.
So. Freddie, well, you're busy doing admin, aren't you?
I'm fine. I got my mic on. I can hear you now.
Okay. So, Freddie, as you are leaving the shop, you start to cough quite violently. It's as if your lungs have suddenly filled with fluid.
Okay.
Jade, you were standing with General Isaacs and Scylla, the leader of the settlement, where you see stupid Jim approach you.
Think Scylla had went home to her husband, right?
Right, so yeah, you were just there with
Taken
General
over for her.
Isaacs. Okay, so stupid Jim walks towards you and he's coughing and loads of black gunk is coming out of his mouth and he just says, "You're a doctor, right? And he collapses. And now I just have to make a whole bunch of other rolls for a second.
Jim.
I'm sorry, I should have maybe done this before, but
Roman is showing up. Yay!
okay. Oh, hey, Jordan. I'll add you to the game in 1 second. Jordan has arrived. I'll add him to the game in 1 second. And I'll need you to do a roll almost straight away, and you won't know what it's for. And that is absolutely fine.
But it's Jim's fault, apparently.
Endurance, survival, 2d20. I'll do the rest later. Okay. And now Jordan has arrived, so I will add him to the game. There he is. Jordan has joined the game. How are you doing, Jordan? You okay?
Not too bad. there we go.
Okay, so when you're ready, Jordan, I need you to do a roll for me.
Okay.
I need you to do endurance survival with a difficulty of 2.
Got it. I got 2 successes. And one
Okay.
was a 1.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. Just got to do 2 more rolls and then I can explain what's going on. Okay. Okay, Jade, in front of you is a collapsed, coughing, stupid Jim. General Isaacs is next to you and doesn't know what to do. She has walked over and is checking vital signs and stuff. What would you like to do? You're muted currently.
Told you so. Don't mute. Jade will go over to him too and try to figure out what the fuck you have done this time.
Stupid Jim just says, I haven't done anything, Doc. Help me. And a load of black sludge lands on your foot.
And I will like crouch down and like turn him up to look at him. Jim, what have you done? Have you eaten anything? Have you
I've not eaten.
drinking something?
Only water, Nuka Cola.
Oh wait, didn't they have like some of the colas were like might have been radiated?
Do a medicine check for me. I just need to. I wrote down the thing. I just wrote down the specifics of this check.
I'm just making sure that what I have put in is
Okay, it's a medicine. It's a intelligence medicine. DC 2. Three successes. Okay. This is a very, very obvious case of sludge lung. It's exactly how it is described. It is a bunch of stuff it's a bunch of gunk in your lungs that just keeps coming out, and it's pretty unpleasant. And it usually is transmitted either by being near someone who has sludge lung, or is transferred via bites or scratches from various wasteland creatures, such as rad roaches that you have recently come into contact with, as well as stupid Jim. You understand that this is a communicative disease that is likely to have been incubating for about 24 hours, and therefore all the people stupid Jim has interacted with potentially has the disease. However, super mutants are immune to the disease. Super mutants are immune to all diseases. However, super mutants for a limited period can carry such diseases and infect others as long as the infection is there and the FEV virus that all super mutants have fights it off. There is a brief window where you can communicate the disease too.
Oh,
Fucking Roman shows up. What's going on here? No kidding.
we have a problem. Um,
So Roman has arrived on the scene.
is it a well-known disease?
It's pretty
Like if
common.
yeah, okay.
It's
So
also pretty. It's not likely to be lethal. The in-game effect is that everyone who has this disease immediately gets a level of fatigue and cannot add to the action point pool if there's more than 3 action points in the pool. So, for example, if Stupid Jim had a bonus action point he wanted to add to the pool, if you had 4 action points, he couldn't do it. That action point would be wasted. That's the effect, and it would take 4 successful end of day rolls to get rid of this disease. What that means is that it would take a minimum of 4 days to recover from this. Likely, it would take a lot longer.
yeah.
This is a very, very bad disease, but not
Yes.
lethal.
All right. So if Jade says to what was her name, the Minuteman, the Colonel,
Generalize
what?
it.
Yeah, and says he have, like we have a problem. He have slush lungs. We have to take care of this. She will know at least what it is.
General Isaac looks down and is just like, you lot have been all over town.
Yep.
How did you get it? You brought disease into this town? What the fuck are you doing?
You know, if we had known, we wouldn't have. There were empty buildings.
Yeah,
Not
there's
you. Perfect. One of I just have to find the map here. Vacant. The 2 vacant buildings on the map, are they at the entrance or like furthest back in the town?
right next to you is, like, if you see on the map, you are to the south of that map. You're at the bottom of the map. So there's basically a vacant building to your left and to your right. The one on the left is a much larger, may have been some kind of storefront at some point. It is now very much not that. On the right, it's basically a house where people used to live.
Okay. Are there any other vacant buildings that isn't on the map that is further away from where everybody else is?
There are the vacant buildings there that aren't on the map, but those are the closest ones to you and the furthest away from the rest of the settlement, which is, I think, what you're asking.
Yes. I was just, if it's near the entrance, then we would be close to everyone coming in and out. So I wanted an isolated setup away from as many people as possible.
Okay, so is that a plan that you tell General Isaacs?
If we are okay with that, we have to isolate this. First and foremost, we know he is probably K0, and we can see he's a problem now. Depending on who is contaminated, we can take them, one by one, but we have to isolate as fast as possible, and this is fast as possible.
Okay, at that point, Freddie has walked out the shop just down the road. You can see on the map. Augusta, you were with Freddie in the shop. Am I right? Augusta? I think you're muted.
Oh, sorry. What?
You were with Freddie in the shop, right?
Yeah, well, I was looking at things in the shop. I'm not planning to buy anything just now.
Okay, you and Freddie are both coughing up black sludge on the other side of town. And
I'm
Jade,
gonna get
you
out
see
the shop.
this.
I absolutely would not be coughing it up in the shop. As soon as the coughing starts to happen, I'll probably just walk out of the shop.
Yeah.
Freddie will be definitely coughing, but probably on the ground. He's pretty frail to begin with, so. Find a doctor is about all he gets out.
So we got on the one side of the map, we've got Augusta and Freddie coughing up black sludge. On the other side of town, we've got Jade, General Isaacs, a very unwell, stupid Jim, and Roman. Just so everyone knows that's where everyone is.
Yeah.
What would people like to do?
I am trying to figure out what the best building would be. The building on the same side as Caroline's store, the big one, because then I would be able to have more overview instead of going from room to room.
All right.
So that's where Jay, he was just pick up stupid Jim, like check with Caroline, say, okay, is it okay we use this building, we isolate there, pick up Jim and go for that building.
General Isaac says to you, look, you should go and grab your two friends. I got this guy. Because you're big stupid. You can carry both of them at the same time. I've got stupid Jim. Let's get them in this building.
Roman could go and pick up the two others. He has more strength than me. I'm a small mutant.
You're a tiny little thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm only like...
All right, time to go. Wrangle them up.
All right, so you go off. Augusta and Freddie get picked up. Stupid Jim gets picked up, and Roman, Jade, and General Isaacs walk into the vacant building. This building has been cleared out. There's nothing really there. It used to be a shop. There was a couple of coat hangers on the ground. There's a shelving unit against the wall. But what was here, Caroline has clearly cleared out at some point when Quincy was being properly settled. General Isaac sits down and just says, I'm feeling fine. Like, and you're obviously fine because you're super mutants, but so
really you shouldn't be here. And he just...
one thing I don't think I mentioned was it takes about 24 hours to incubate. So at this point, General Isaacs might be infected but not showing any symptoms. Like, it's going to take about a day for other people to show symptoms at this point.
And he just looks at General Isaac and he's like, now, if I remember correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, Doc, even during incubation periods, don't diseases shed? Like, spread and shed?
Yes.
When you're a carrier?
I might be. So might you. So might Augusta and Freddie. And everyone else we have been in contact with since we came.
Which is literally fucking everybody.
Exactly. So, we have to... Yeah.
Oh, there's another detail I forgot to read out. I'm sorry. I have all of this stuff that I was supposed to dump on you if you got the roll you did, and I didn't do all of it. There's two things that can cure sludge lung. There is time, minimum 4 days, probably more, to get over it, or antibiotics.
Yes.
Those are the two things that can cure this.
Do we have any antibiotics, and how easy or not easy are they to get a hold of?
Are you asking General Isaacs?
Or you?
I'll just do it, General Isaacs. General Isaacs says,
Yeah.
well, we don't have any. We don't really have much of anything here. We've only just settled down, but there's a pharmacy. There's a pharmacy at the Red Rocket Station. We didn't have a good look because there were raiders there. We just killed all the raiders and went back, but that's the only place I reckon that there'll be anything that can help.
Yeah. Did Roman get Augusta and Freddie?
Yeah, Augusta and Freddie are there. Augusta and Freddie, you are sick. So that means that you each have a level of fatigue that is not going anywhere until you are cured. That means, I'm going to double check what that means, but I think that means that you have difficulty making pretty much every roll you can at this point. Let me just double check that though, because
Yeah, you two are staying here.
oh no, when you gain action points, you reduce the amount of action points you would get. And whenever you begin a scene with fatigue, you lose 1 HP for every 2 fatigue you have. You've only got 1 right now, so you don't need to worry about that as yet. But basically, it means that your action points your ability to generate action points are limited. However, you both can move, and you can both walk. And this is Michelle talking. You can absolutely stay with the party wherever you go. Like, I'm not going to split up the pie. I'm not going to have you sitting off sick somewhere whilst the other people play. That's not how this is going to go. Wherever Jade and Roman choose to go, you can go with them. It's not going to have any detrimental effects when it comes to spreading the disease, because you've already spread the disease. It can't get any worse. So, it's all good there. So, yeah.
Freddie's gonna. Now I'll go. I can at least shoot something from a distance.
Right now,
With
we're
phlegm.
staying in this building. Right now, this is where we're staying.
We coughed and talked to everybody. Look where stupid Jim was. He was rubbing against everything.
I kissed someone.
All right.
As long as it was consensual, Jim.
That's fucking it. And he walks over to stupid Jim. I'd like to bop stupid Jim over the head and try and just make him go out for the count for just a while.
Okay,
Just
that
knock
He
him out.
didn't know he was.
That would be a strength unarmed check. Not like technically fighting. I'm going to say, because stupid Jim has an ability that I've made up, which basically means that he can tolerate pain. And this is going to be an opposed roll, so I'm going to roll for stupid Jim.
But there's definitely a difference between enduring pain and being knocked out. Because when you get knocked out, that's not pain. That's because your brain loses contact with your spine.
Yeah, but stupid Jim's backstory is that he has endured a tremendous amount of violence consensually. So he's very good at it. So I'm going to do an endurance. No, not endurance. An opposed strength unarmed check. Stupid Jim got no successes, and Roman, you got 2, so you successfully render Stupid Jim unconscious. Pow! Stupid Jim is unconscious.
Good. Now you can't do any more stupid shit while you're asleep.
General Isaac turns to you and says, right. if this is going to be around the whole town, you've got to go to the Red Rocket, you've got to go to the pharmacy, and you've got to hope to God that there's enough antibiotics there to at least treat some people.
But is this 100% transferred?
By the looks of things, it's already transferred.
Yes, but does everyone get it? Is what I'm asking. I mean,
when it comes to
with everything else, there's no. Yes, everybody could be affected, but not everyone have to be affected. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, the way that this works mechanically is everyone in town will have done, and I have done a bunch of rolls saying who has it and who doesn't.
Yes.
And so far, everyone I've rolled for has it.
Okay.
They're not showing any symptoms yet, but in a day or so, everyone is going to have sludge lung.
Okay. Right.
Except the super mutants who are going to take over.
Yeah, the two super mutants in town. You
We'll
are
just
the
turn
only
everybody
two
into
that are
mutants,
not
it's
going to
fine.
be symptomatic, but you have been transferring the virus too.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a virus; it's a micro thing. Antibiotics fix it. Antibiotics don't work on viruses. This isn't a virus.
Yes.
Bacteria.
So if you are allowing me to metagame that, we're just going to assume everybody is contaminated. So we just have to get the antibiotics to help everybody. So, and I look at Freddie and Augusta, like, are you okay to go?
Yeah, it's better than sitting here and doing nothing. And I guess I could ride Tumu, but will you carry me, Roman?
Whoever wants to come, hop on my goddamn back.
I'll walk. Don't worry.
I was joking, but thanks for the offer.
I just carried you across, I don't know how far across the town, because I don't know fucking distance worth a damn.
You charge into battle, and I don't want to be on your back when you do that.
That actually would probably look pretty badass.
But yeah, let's go. I mean, it's only a couple miles down the road, isn't it? Looking over at the general.
Yeah, it's about 20 minutes walk, but it's probably best that you go with people just in case you run into something.
Was Red Rocket one of the targets we talked about hitting at some point?
It was a possibility to stay there.
It was discussed as a place we could stay, but it was possibly occupied by raiders.
Oh no, we killed all the raiders. We just hadn't cleared out the bodies yet.
Okay, but we have two targets. The one was the quarry. What was the other one?
And the other one was the military outpost.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going.
All right, I'll start trying to isolate people here, I guess. General puts a bandana around her face and leaves.
Yeah, and again, if we are going on the assumption that everyone is affected, it's up to the ones left in town if they want to stay at home or put everyone together in the same room as to be able to have an overview and check everyone if anything goes wrong. So you have that was that was Jade's thought to
Yeah.
have a big room to look everybody over if anyone got more sick. So he had to attend them instead of having to go around the whole town or someone have to get a runner or whatever.
That was General Isaac's understanding. She's currently
Yeah.
going around. She's going to go around town and basically isolate
So-
the people that have absolutely
Yeah.
been in contact with the group or herself, and tell everybody else to stay in their homes.
Yeah, or again, isolate at home. If they get sick, show symptoms, get them to the warehouse or whatever it was.
All right, this house is going to be a hospital.
Yep.
We hadn't got around to building one of those yet. I guess we're going to start now.
Yeah. So if you have any pallets, mattresses, blankets, whatever is.
It's all right, Doc. I understand roughly what a field hospital is. We've done this before.
Perfect. Then I will leave that to your. Is it Cunningham's?
Sorry?
Cunningham's, is that the right term? Like capable.
Capable hands.
Yeah. Words today. Yeah.
Words, there's too many of them. There's too many words. We could do with at least half as many words, I think. That's the thing.
Words are for nerds.
And
Yeah.
you probably know more than one language to confuse, where I just have English and poor English. So
I have 3. 3.5 because I have UK English and US English that I really can mix up. Danish and Swedish. Yes, please.
That's a lot of
Let's-
languages.
Confuse everything.
Oh, I feel thoroughly fucking ashamed that I know one badly. So General Isaac walks out, and you start walking towards the Red Rocket. There's some people in town sort of milling around doing their business. General Isaac starts going up to some of them one by one. And as you're going, Freddie and Augusta are coughing up blood sludge. They can't help it. So you're getting looks as you leave Quincy Ruins and head towards Red Rocket. Now, I need to load up my notes. 20 minutes later, you arrive at the Red Rocket. Ooh, I need to change the map.
what do we see when we approach besides the building?
Ooh. Quincy named. There we go, just switching the thing. Okay, so you see, as you approach, what looks like an old school garage in UK terms, or auto shop in American terms. There is the front area where cars pre-war would come up and get refueled, or rather charged up, as it were. And it's under a giant awning that has a massive, big red rocket with the words Red Rocket across it. And there's also, you can see that it's got the typical shop on the inside. You can't really see inside at this point. You see essentially an old school auto shop that has its own like convenience store in it. And as you approach, you hear shouting coming from within.
Can we hear what is being said or shouted?
Whoever wants to do this, as many people as you like, make a perception speech check, difficulty 2. So you need 2 successes.
Someone have something going on in the background.
Looks like Augusta got 2 successes.
What did you say? Perception speech?
Yes.
Oh, Roman.
1.
I only rolled the one dice, but if you rolled another one, you could not succeed anyway. So, Freddie and Augusta, you both hear 2 men shouting at one woman, and the men are shouting, "If you don't get this open in 5 seconds, I'm going to blow your head off." And the woman's saying, "I don't know how to open it. We've been trying for we were trying for days and we couldn't get it open."
We're hearing this from inside. We're not seeing anything through windows, anything like that.
You'd have
Just
to
to
move closer
confirm.
to see anything through the windows, but that's what you can hear from the outside.
I'm going to tap Roman on the shoulder. Roman, it sounds like there's a couple of people in there fighting over the stuff that we want, more or less. I am not well. Can you do a thing?
Sure.
It sounds like there's only 3 of them. I'm sure you've got this.
Jade is go. Stay out here, Freddie and Augusta, please. You're coughing. You will give up our. Please cover us. If
anyone comes out, I'll shoot at them. I can't say I'll hit them, but I'll shoot at them.
It seems like there's a female in there, at least from the voice. She seems to be a prisoner there too, so try to avoid if you can.
Yeah. Jade is going to take out his machete and look at Roman and just, let's go.
Yep.
Okay, so Freddie and Augusta are staying where they are, whilst
Currently.
Is there anything we can be like behind or obscured by?
Yeah, so there's a bunch of like old cars, or what used to be cars, that has now become, over the last 200 years, car-shaped lumps of metal.
That'll do. That'll do
So-
nicely.
You two just sit next to a... I'm just sorting out a thing. If you two sit behind a car thing, you won't be disturbed there, you don't believe.
Freddie is going to watch, and eventually he may move forward to help cover, depending on how far away they are.
Okay.
But he's going
Alright.
to definitely let them make noises first. So,
Okay, so I'm going to say that you are hiding behind what used to be a car under the sort of the awning above that is above where basically you're sat behind a car which is in the place where cars used to fuel up. As Jade and Roman approach, and you can now see inside, you can see it's a typical Red Rocket station. It's been heavily searched and scavenged. There's not much going on. The general area, this area has been a temporary raider camp, and as such there is about 10 dead bodies of raiders all around on the outside area. Inside, where you're looking in, basically imagine a convenience store after 200 years of after a nuclear holocaust. That's what it looks like. And inside you can see 2 gunners pointing their guns at a raider.
I mean, can we take them by surprise? Just, the door, is it closed? Is it open?
If you want to take them by surprise, you both will need to do a agility sneak roll, DC difficulty 3. You will need 3 successes to sneak up on this situation.
Can't do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. I only have 1 in sneak, and then my agility is like 6. So.
Yeah, I have
That's
4
a target
agility
number
and-
of 7 or under. That is doable.
I mean, my target number is 4, so.
We've got 6 action points.
Shit, I'll try it just to see how it goes.
That is 0 successes for Roman.
Yeah, Roman has shit luck.
And Jade knows that he's never going to make that, so he's just going inside and like.
Okay, you both walk in, and the gunners immediately turn around and say, "What the fuck, mutants! Quit! Ah!" But before they can do anything, the raider woman that you heard from outside immediately hits one of them over the head with a tire iron. And combat has commenced.
Perfect.
We
Alright.
are going to take a quick 5-minute break from the stream whilst I get the map set up for that. So we will be right back, everyone. Don't nobody go nowhere. There's a fight coming. And we're back, and there's a technical difficulty, which means that I will not be able to show you, our lovely audience, the map that will be going off, but so I will try and fill in the gap with words out of my face. Yeah, technical issues. There was always going to be a session where there's going to be some tech issues coming up, and it was this one, it turns out. So yes, our players, I'm going to reveal the map. You should be able to see the red rocket. Now, on the left is where Augusta and Freddie are. They are hiding behind a car at this point. On the right of the screen, the L-shaped part is basically the convenience store area of the red rocket. To the right of that is the stall room, where our 2 gunners and our raider, known as Gut Guzzler, were previously having an argument. Tim?
I am not seeing a map. I'm just seeing tokens.
You're not seeing a map.
I'm seeing the Once Upon a Time Wasteland backdrop.
Yep. Me too.
How about now?
Let me refresh. At this point, I can figure it out from where we are, but like I said, there's no map. I just see tokens.
This was going to be the one. All right.
Oh, it's starting to move. Nope, it just flickered. Theater of mind, Michelle.
Why is it doing this? Can everyone see the tokens at least?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Freddie, Augusta, you are outside. You are under an awning near where, basically in the place where cars used to be filled up. You are hiding behind a car. Jade, Freddie, you are inside the convenience store and you are facing 2 gunners. And behind them is a
Roman,
raider.
not Freddie.
Oh yeah, Roman. Sorry. I'm getting the names
You got
mixed up.
Freddie in
That's
two
not...
places.
Jaden, yeah, that's what I did. I had this all sorted out. I really put the time in and made sure this was all going to work, and it's all going a bit weird. So let's just get Roman into the fight.
Murphy's Law, Michelle.
Yeah. Roman, there you are. So there's Jade and Roman facing down 2 gunners, and there is a raider behind by the name of Guzzler. Let's do some initiative. So...
Oh yeah, it does that by itself.
Add turn, add turn, add turn, add turn, add turn.
Are we rolling Overseer?
No, because in Fallout,
Oh, it's not a roll initiative thing. We're already... Right, no problem.
yeah, it's all done for everyone. I'm just going to add everyone's initiative in. Jade's is going to be 10.
Freddie's 12.
Roman's 11.
Augusta is also 11.
Wonderful. So Freddie. And now for our gunners.
Imagine if we had a Fallout Kids episode.
Gunner 1.
Where we're temporarily turned into our initiative ages.
We would just all die.
I mean, yeah. I'd be a child mutant.
But would you be a mutant if you went back? Reverted. Dun dun dun.
True, but is this going back in time, or is this just turning us childlike?
So, first up,
There we go.
first up is our raider. She is going to hit one of the gunners with her tire iron.
Not the tire iron.
She hits, and she does 12. And for some reason, oh, there it is. 3 physical damage, and she does that to ba-ba-ba. The right arm. So 3 physical damage. Loses 1, so that becomes 2. So that one is down to 10. Okay, then it's the gunner who is going to fire a laser pistol, a laser gun, at Roman.
Hit me, bitch.
Oh
wait, that actually
what's your defense?
did hit me.
Your defense is 1, yeah?
I believe, yeah. Wait, this is energy defense, right?
Oh, it's just defense. It's the one
Oh, then yeah, my defense is 1.
that is a hit. Okay, that is 3 energy damage, and it hits. Hits you in your right leg for 3 energy damage. If you have any armor on your right leg, then you can mitigate that slightly.
I don't. It's only on my torso and my right arm.
Alright, so you take 3 energy damage. Okay, and next. We have the raider with the combat rifle who's going to shoot Jade. And he misses. And there is a complication. So what happens is he tries to shoot Jade with his combat rifle. And it jams. And he just says, "What the fuck? Ah!" And he starts hitting his gun. He's not doing much of anything for the rest of this turn. And probably for the next one too. So he is screwed. So that's them. Next, it's Freddie. Freddie, you are outside. And you have not heard... And you have heard gunfire at this point. So you know something's going on inside.
I will move closer to the doorway to look in the doorway that they entered.
Okay, so to move into that area, that would be your minor action. So you would move in.
I just want to be looking using like the doorway for cover and looking in. So, peeking
Okay.
around the edge.
Cool. If you do an attack, you can roll 2 damage dice, and that is how much cover. No, wait, I'm getting the wrong way around. Ignore what I just said. You're in cover.
Yep.
We'll do that if they shoot at you. So you're in the doorway. You've got a major action left.
For whatever reason, Roll20 is giving me weird stuff on my character sheet. I'm trying to roll an attack.
He may be asking you to add extra dice.
No, before it used to give me the image with all the stuff on it. Now it's not.
Oh, it just came through on my end. You got 1 success, which means that is a hit, and you deal 3 energy damage. Who were you shooting?
I was shooting the person that I just... I'm looking at the tokens. It would be the one on the left.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's the one.
That's the gunner with the laser pistol. Alright. Let's just see. Can you roll a d20 for me?
Yes, I can.
So, 13. That is the right arm. You were shooting with a laser
pistol.
gun. Okay, so that means you've got piercing 1, so that means you get to ignore an armor, but then it means 2 taken away. So that means you do 2 energy damage to this gunner.
Is there,
Okay.
by chance, just to ask, because I'm supposed to have it. Where'd it go? Oh, that's under gear. I have a mod on my gun. And it was, I'm looking up what it does, if I can find it. And where is there a place where? No, it doesn't matter. It allows me to re-roll locations, but it wouldn't matter. So right arm is fine. Hopefully he's right armed or right-handed.
So you've done 2 damage to that gunner. Next up, it's Augusta. Augusta, you are still outside.
I'm probably going to stay there because I don't feel like I can do anything to help you right now.
Okay.
But I will
So
be
you-
keeping an eye out. If anyone leaves who isn't someone I know very well, I'll be looking to shoot at them.
Okay. Alright, so next up, it's Roman.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to the one that shot me, and or I guess you could say limp, because I just got shot in the fucking leg. So yeah, I'm gonna limp up to the one that shot me, and I'm going to ready up my bat and just swing at his, or at least attempt at his head. I don't know what I'll hit, so we'll see.
Swing, swing, swing.
That is 0 successes.
Unless you want to spend action points or luck points I think in one of the ways, you miss.
How do you spend luck points for this?
You re-roll.
Can you
I mean-
spend action points and re-roll? Is that how that works? I'm
It's
sorry, I
called
can't-
the misfortune. I have it open because I was looking it up earlier. It's called the misfortune roll.
Yeah, you get to re-roll 1d20 per luck point spent. Now, luck as a resource is one you get back at my discretion, usually at the end of after achieving some kind of milestone.
I see.
So,
And
just to give you an
action
idea.
points. How do we use those?
an action point, you would spend 1 and you could re-roll one of the dice you just
One.
did.
And if you're re-rolling 2, it would be 3 action points, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So would you like to spend a luck or spend an action point to re-roll one of those dice?
Since we get action points back, I'll probably spend one if that's okay with you guys.
Absolutely. Go for it.
Alright, you're down to 4 action points as a team, and you just roll another d20 like separately, and you need to get 13 or under.
Did someone use an action point earlier?
I failed.
Ah,
It's fine.
yes, there was an action point used earlier, so you're down to 4.
Mm.
And you miss again. So that is basically your turn, unless you wanted to do a minor action.
It's fine.
Okay. Last but not least, Jade. You are faced with 2 gunners, and behind them is a raider.
But right now, I think the raid and us have the mindset that your enemy is my enemy, so we're dealing with the gunners first.
She has not attacked you, but if you wanted to, as a minor action, ask her whose side she's on, you could do that.
I mean, she hit one of the gunners in the head, so for right now, I think we have taken the same decision. So,
Fair enough.
yeah. So I am going to attack the one who tried to shoot me while he tried to get his gun to work. Let's see. Was I just clicking on that one? No additional dice there. Woohoo!
Alright, can you roll a... Oh, you're hitting the one with the laser gun. Okay. Can you roll a d20, please?
Yes. Let's see. Yeah.
So you slash your machete right across his torso. You hear him go, "Ah, what the fuck?" And yeah, roll for damage.
What damage? Additional die. No fire rate. 2 physical, 1 piercing, or the effect is
Okay.
piercing.
That means that you do 1 hit point worth of damage on their torso. So yeah, you slash, he's bleeding a bit, he just says, "Fucking mutant bastard, fuck!" And now we're at our friendly raider, who is going to...
At our, for now, friendly raider.
You're gonna hit the one that you just attacked, Jade, with a tire iron. And got 2 successes. So I'm going to spend that to do extra damage. Oh shit. And where is that going to happen? This is a good oh shit for you. Oh shit. Oh no. So the raider lifts up her tire iron once again and just yells out, "Leave them alone! They seem like nice ones!" And brings the tire iron down on this gunner's head, and it caves in and explodes, and that raider is very dead. Oh no,
Nice.
not quite dead. Sorry. It's down to 1 hit point. So the head's caved in. He's standing there. Blood is pouring down his face. And he is looking fucked up. He is very close to death. So, on that point, it is actually that raider's turn. That gunner's turn, rather. Gunners, raiders, different things. Okay. So the gunner is going to turn around and try to shoot the raider. After that, it's probably not going to go very well. Oh, on the contrary. He hits the poor raider.
Oh no.
In the right leg. He was going for her head and hit her leg. That's how fucked up he is and how the blood's getting in his eyes. He can't really see what he's doing.
Damn.
Can you do anything to pay anything, use any point to target something specific?
Ah. Now, this is interesting because you all have Pip-Boys. So, if you want to target a specific part of the body, that would normally cost you, would raise the difficulty required to hit. Because you have Pip-Boys, it doesn't do that. So, if you want to select a specific part of the body, you can, and it will come at no cost to you.
Ooh.
So, that was 2 in the right leg.
That was a nice info.
So yeah, the raider has been hit in the leg. She just yells out, "What the? Ah, fuck!" And that is that particular gunner's turn. Yeah. Next up is the gunner with the combat rifle, who is still looking pretty good. And he is going to shoot Roman again. And he misses. He's using a combat rifle, which is it's really for longer for medium range. It's not really good for short range combat. So he misses. He shoots the window behind Roman instead of Roman. So next it's Freddie.
Freddie slams his Pip-Boy against the door frame to get it to work to turn his VAT system on. Damn it, forgot about it. And then he aims at the one that is just turned around and is shooting at his general direction with the raider right near him.
The one that's bleeding profusely from the head.
Yep, exactly. And he... I gotta turn off something. I hate it on Roll20 when it won't let go of your character sheet when you try to resize it. And I just forehead shot him.
So your shot lands and this gunner's head explodes, covering Jade, Roman, and the gunner next to him in his brains. The gunner next to him just yells out, "Oh, what the fuck, Jimmy!"
You're next, motherfucker.
And so
he turns his gun sideways. No, so.
I like what you're doing there. I like what you're doing. All right, so that's Freddie's turn. Augusta, are you still going to stay outside?
I might move closer.
Okay, this is zones-based combat, so
yeah,
it doesn't really matter. You can move closer, and it's not really going to change that much, but you do see more of what's going on inside. So you move closer, and you can see Jade, Roman, and Freddie are fighting a gunner, and there is a raider in between, mixed in, and you don't know what's going on. You don't really understand who's fighting who.
I've got my gun ready, but I'm not going to shoot anything just now. It's all too close together.
Okay. So next up, it's Roman. Roman, you've got a gunner in front of you.
I guess I'll swing again. 2 successes.
You
Only because
very
of a
much
crit, I
hit.
guess.
Where would you like to use your extra success to bank it as an action point, or would you like to use your success to add to the damage you're going to do?
I'll throw an action point back in the pool, considering I used one up.
And for
Okay.
now, Augusta and Freddie can't add action points. And if I remember correct, the gunner only had 1 point left.
Roman can add action points.
Yeah.
Freddie and Augusta can't, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is what,
So we
Jade
need. I was trying to say he made the right choice. Was basically.
So, were you aiming for anywhere in particular, or do you not mind?
I was trying to aim for his head, but I don't really mind. I'm gonna hit him hard as hell either way.
Well, you have a Pip-Boy with VATS, that means that you connect. So you hit him in the head. So would you like to roll for damage?
Yes. It's only 2 damage.
You clip him on the side of the head, and he stumbles a little bit and just goes, "Oh, Jesus!"
Play some fucking baseball with your head, boy. Great American pastime. About time you learned.
Jade,
I like Roman.
Jade, you're up. What would you like to do?
How hurt does he look? No, you will have a turn more. I will just.
If you wanted to get specifics on this, you could do. I'll let you do this as a minor action, because it's a D&D rule that you can do like a skill check as like an interaction. So I'm going to bring that over to Fallout because it's fun.
And she's a doctor.
Yeah, she's a doctor. So, well, Jade is a he/they. Catherine is playing a doctor.
Tim, you're
Yeah.
very
Jade,
close
if
to
you-
your mic. It's very high. Thank you. Michelle, what were you saying?
Catherine, if you want Jade to do something to quickly diagnose the gunner in front of you, you can do a intelligence medicine check. And I'm going to say DC 1. Like, it's going to be pretty easy. You're just doing a free once over to see how fucked up he is.
Two successes.
Okay. You get an extra success, so would you like to bank that action point?
Yes, please.
Banked. You're back up to 6 action points, team.
Yes.
With that, he is wounded. If there was a scale of unhurt, wounded, severely wounded, and almost dead, he is very much in the wounded category. He's not severely wounded.
Okay. Then I am definitely going to hack and slice at him again. Anywhere he don't have protection.
You can tell that like he's not wearing anything on his head. That's the only area that you can know that isn't armored in some way.
So again, does his neck count as hit? Because I guess that's would make the most sense for a machete.
Well, I mean, you already rolled that. Oh no, yeah. Success, yeah, you hit. You connect.
I only needed 1?
Yeah, you only needed 1.
Okay. And the 20 don't... When it's a nat 20, it doesn't do anything bad for the roll,
Oh
right?
no, that's a complication, you're right. Okay.
Succeeds with complications.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you hit, but you cut yourself as well. So you take... I'm going to roll a d6 here.
I am rolling the damage for him. Holy crap, that's...
You take 2 damage. Because you cut yourself.
Yeah. Does my... what's that again? Word defense
No, nothing. None of that changes anything. You slash him, but you also cut your arm, essentially, and it's bleeding, and
Yeah.
so you take 2 hit points.
Uh,
He takes 1. So
what is that star thing explosion?
that basically means 1 damage.
Okay.
With a weapon effect. So if you have like a weapon that is,
But that's it.
If you have a weapon effect that is activated by that, which you don't, that would do something special. If it doesn't, it means you get 1 physical damage.
It have piercing, and it says so on other ones.
You have
I think.
Yeah, piercing. You've got piercing, which is why you did damage. Oh wait, did I get something wrong?
Maybe it's just me who haven't understood those effects yet.
when you get the little face symbol, it causes the effect to kick in.
Oh right, then that's what it is.
When you get the little bullet shot symbols, that's the amount of damage you do.
Yeah.
And there's a couple, 2. There's some that do 1, some that do 2. So.
That's what I thought. So yeah, you do 1 physical damage.
Okay.
On the head, which has got no armor on it, so there's nothing to stop it. So that is your turn. Now we're back up to Gut Guzzler, the raider, who is going to hit the one standing gunner with the tire iron. And she misses. She takes a swing, but just hits a shelving unit that used to stock, like, they used to have porn mags on it or whatever. She hits that instead. And it is now the surviving gunner's turn. And he is going to shoot the one person who just tried to hit him, Jade. He hits.
I see that. Holy crap.
That is 6 physical damage on Jade. Unless he doesn't have that, so I need to work out where it hits. 10. That is on the left arm. So you've got any armor there?
Nope.
So you just take the 6 physical damage.
And the
Does she have it?
now it's away again. How the fuck did? Sorry, my brain is just shutting down right now. The defense, is that taken into?
The defense only comes into play. The defense only comes into play because it's how many. That sets how many successes I need to hit. So the gunner had to get 1 success to hit you, but because he is using a medium range weapon in in close combat, he needed 2 hits to get you to get over your defense, and he got that. So that 6 did land.
Yes. Holy crap.
And that is a critical hit because it was over 5 hit points, which means you've sustained an injury to your
left arm.
Your left arm.
Yep.
So make a note of that for now.
And what did you say effect?
So your right arm, this is your right arm, yeah? That's what I said.
No, left arm.
Left arm, okay. You drop any object held in that hand, and the arm is broken or otherwise unable to move. You cannot perform any actions using that arm by itself or alongside your other arm. So, yeah. If you were holding your weapon in that, you drop it. Were you holding your weapon in that arm?
No, it's my right arm.
Then
I'm right-handed, so.
okay, so that your arm is broken, essentially.
Yeah.
And that's Jade's turn.
Okay.
Augusta, it's your go.
What?
No, that was the.
That was the gunner.
That was the gunner's
Oh,
turn.
as a gunner. So it's Freddie, it's your turn.
Freddie's going to use his VATS again to target the head. And he does have the piercing effect kick in, but only 3 laser damage.
Ah, you didn't get any hits.
Oh,
So-
dang it.
So you miss unless you want to spend an action point or a luck point, I guess.
Let's try an action point if everybody's okay with it.
Absolutely.
He would succeed then. 1 attack.
Okay, you hit and you do 3 energy damage.
1 piercing, so he does it reduces any.
Well, you were going for the head, and he's not wearing anything on his
Okay,
head,
I'm-
so...
Just making sure.
So...
Aye.
Jade, you see that he is now severely wounded. Augusta, it's your go.
I saw from the outside, I saw Jade get hit. So I'm going to run up closer. Can I get to them from behind them?
You can make it inside. You can make it inside the shop and have a good line of fire on the person if you want to.
I'm going to try and get inside. I'm going to try and get off 1 shot at the gunner. And I'm going to try and get Jade one of the 2 stim packs I've got in my pockets.
Oh, don't worry about that. I think Jade have their own stim packs.
Okay, no worries there then.
Okay, so if you're going to do some... are you aiming for a particular body part? Because it's supposed to be body part
Head.
targeting first.
Always the head.
You're going for the head.
I always fire with that, so I don't think I know how to do it without, to be honest. I'm just trying to find the weapon again. Because it's in 2 places.
Swing and a miss.
Another wasted bullet.
Would you like to use an action point or a
No.
luck point?
It's okay.
Okay, Roman, it's your go.
Yes, let's try and give him another good whack. It's 1 success.
That is a hit. I'm assuming you're going for the head. But with
Yes,
that combat,
sorry.
with that damage roll of 8, it doesn't matter. So, Roman, how would you describe killing this man?
Roman is going to plant his feet like a baseball player. And he's going to rear back as much as he can and just wham! Head goes flying.
You just take the head clean off.
If that's possible. With that
So
much
you
damage.
take the man's head off, but just by hitting him with what is essentially a jumped up plank of wood, and the head goes flying, crashing through the glass out the window, and lands in the driving seat of one of the old cars outside.
Now that's a home run, he says as he looks at the other Raiders.
So congratulations, you have been victorious in battle.
Oh, wait, the other Raiders
And-
are dead. Got it.
Currently, there is a very scared looking woman in raider clothing surrounded by all of you, and she just says, Please don't kill me.
Well, don't fucking attack and we won't kill you.
She drops her pipe gun on the floor. I'm not going to attack, okay? I'm done with this. I'm done with the whole fucking thing.
Good. Make any sudden moves and your head's gonna be like your friend there.
Okay, but just quick correction, sir. He was not my friend.
And Jade is just shaking his head, looking at Roman, and like putting away his machete, and like the hands like either up or towards her, like I'm not going to do anything.
Only one hand.
Whatever, like that. Let me help you with, because she was hurt in the leg or something, right?
Yes, she was, but
yeah.
She just says, like, I mean, thank you, but your arm is clearly broken.
Yes, and your leg is hurt.
Like, she's got, like, basically a flesh wound there. You can see it's not really that bad.
So just for flavoring, Jade will try to do the best he can with whatever is available to bandage it. Not like...
Can we have you mute, Jordan? The typing.
So she just says, well, thank you. Wait, you're a super mutant who carries medical supplies. This is a really strange and horrible day.
Not as horrible as if I have been a bad mutant, right?
So can I ask something of you all? Why haven't you killed me?
Because
Freddie brings his gum up. Would you like us to?
No!
We didn't come here to murder
not.
people,
No.
and you haven't tried to kill us yet.
Well, you were trying to kill gunners, which I have respect for. Now, Freddie's looking around. I heard something about a box needing to be opened as we were listening outside, looking over at her.
She sighs and just says, like, oh, right, that's why you're here. Okay. It's not a box. It's a room. And, look, I've had a bit of a day. Because I've had a... Like, all my friends are dead. But they weren't really my friends. So I'm a bit mixed on that. And then these assholes came and they wanted me to open the door, and she takes you round to the stock room. But we couldn't get in. Like, I tried to tell them, we couldn't get in. Like, we tried for days.
What are we looking at?
You are looking at a metal door that has clearly been through some shit. Like, it has been hit, it has been pummeled, and it has not budged. It's a pretty standard metal door. It's got a keyhole there. And yeah, that's basically it. It's a dented but still in the way door.
Okay. Give me a moment. He'll reach into his suit jacket.
Roman take a swing at it first.
And he lays out his little thing he's ignoring, and he pulls out some tools. Let's see if we can open this thing.
Do we have to get back?
Okay.
Or are you good there, Freddie?
Are you going to try and pick the lock?
Yeah, Freddie has lock-picking skills.
All right. So, are you using anything to supplement your role?
Yes, I am. I also purchased a lock-picking kit at one time.
All right. So, to pick this lock, it is a difficulty of 3. I believe it is an agility lock-picking roll. Okay, so that is now, because you have a lockpick set, that reduces the difficulty by 1, so that is now a difficulty of 2 lockpick.
In the skill list, it says lockpicking is connected to perception.
Yes, but this is going to be something that is very fiddly and fine and using little tiny pokey things, so this is an agility.
Oh, sorry, I ignore that. Even though that was a better roll. Agility and lockpicking, just a second.
Like if you were trying to crack or open a safe, it would be
I spend a action point. You okay with me spending an action? I'm asking them.
Yeah, that makes more sense if you're asking them.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it. This is a tricky one.
I mean, that took about 2 minutes, so you could try again. There's no real reason why you couldn't do that again. The thing you would risk the more you do it is if you get complications, you would use up your lockpick set. So you could try again.
He would. Same roll?
Yeah.
Oh,
and you absolutely blow it out of the park and you've got an extra success. So you can bank that action point. So you're back up to 5
We can't.
action points.
Because of being ill, we can't bank
Oh,
it.
yeah.
One.
Oh, you can't because you're sick. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shame. Oh,
No.
sludge lung is a bastard. That is a bastard disease. But yeah, you fiddle around on your second attempt. Click, clock, and you open the door.
Oh no, I didn't open it yet. I just clicked.
Okay, you just click. You know the door is open.
It's unlocked. And while he is doing that, Jade will take care of his arms, make a sling for it or whatever. And let's see, the stim packs. It just says heals 4 HP and then see description. Is there anything in particular I will have to be aware of about that?
I can look that up.
I got it on the cheat sheet right now. What do you need to do?
It's just it's in the description on the character sheets. It just says effects heals 4 HP and then parentheses see description. So I was just, is there anything in the description I have to be aware
got it here.
of?
A stim pack can be used in one of 2 ways. It can be applied using the take chem minor action, healing 4 HP or treating an injury immediately, or it can be applied as part of a first aid action, healing 4 HP or treating an injury in addition to any other healing done. So you could do a first aid, I think it's first aid, and I think it's like a medicine intelligence check. And if you, let me just look that up. I've not done this one before.
Because it's when it's outside of battle, isn't it just that you take it and it's an instant?
Yeah, but it can be applied to an injury or 4 hit points. That's the thing. Is it or an and?
Okay.
So here's the first aid skill. You try to quickly patch the wounds of yourself or an ally. Attempt an intelligence medicine test with a difficulty equal to the number of injuries the patient has. Increasing the difficulty by +1 if you are trying to perform first aid on yourself. If you succeed, you can do one of the following. Treat one injury the patient is suffering from. So what you could do is you could do an intelligence medicine check that would have a difficulty of 2. 1 because you have an injury, a broken arm, and another 1 because you're doing it to yourself, so that would be DC 2. If you're successful, you can pretty much treat your injury, your broken arm.
Okay. But that's a first aid. That's nothing to do with the stim pack, right?
No. You could use the stim pack afterwards to heal HP if you wish.
Yes. Okay, so a medicine first to see if I can.
Intelligence medicine.
Yeah, so if I just click medicine, actually, I think it will do that. Nope.
0 successes.
Yeah, so that's probably because he lost over half his HP.
Do you
I'm
have a
down.
lab code or something that'll allow you to re-roll?
Yeah, I have. So what is that? A reroll of 1. That's
I don't
one.
have it up, but I know you can use. Just remember to keep track of items and things like that. Lab code allows you to do something. I just don't remember.
Yeah, it just isn't. It don't stand on the. It's not on the character sheet, so I keep forgetting that. Wait, maybe I have.
It doesn't have the stuff on your. Hang on, let me look at the
No.
clothing.
Nothing in there either. What I. Oh yeah. No. Medic. But I have the medic.
You can re-roll 1d20 with your lab coat.
Yeah. And since I have the medic too, and that is when you use the first aid action to try to treat an injury, you can re-roll 1d20.
So you can re-roll 2d20, so you can just make the whole roll again, basically.
Yes.
You egghead. With your knowledge and your stuff.
That is 1 success. What do you say? I needed 2?
Yes.
Can I assist?
Yes, you can. You roll 1d20 to assist, Augusta.
Can't you just click the roll to assist on my roll?
Yes, I think that's a possibility. I don't. Find out. I'm not done it that way before.
You attempted to use a roll command looking for the value of a selected token, but no tokens are selected.
Yeah, you roll a d20, 1d20 to assist.
Oh no!
Oh,
No, that's
success.
a good thing.
Isn't that
okay.
good?
That's a critical success.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
But you can't bank it because you're sick.
No, that's
so.
Fine. I'm not looking to bank it. I'm just looking to help.
That means that you have succeeded. That means that you have both succeeded in treating the broken arm. The arm is no longer broken. It is still quite fucked up, but you could use it.
Yeah.
So now, if you want to do another intelligence medicine roll, you could make that roll, and in conjunction with the stim pack, you could potentially add the number of hit points is equal to your medicine skill. Does that make sense?
Just tell her what skills to roll.
Okay, just roll medicine intelligence again.
Okay, I have to make another roll.
Yeah, this is for now for healing hit points. You wanted to heal hit points, right?
Okay, that was my question. You can't just take a stim pack and get 4 HP.
You can, but it would be better for you if you did it in conjunction with a medicine intelligence roll, because you could heal even more than that.
Yes, because I have healer too. When you heal a patient's HP using the first aid action, increase the amount of HP healed by +1 per rank in this perk. Each time you take this perk, blah blah blah, and I have 1 rank in healer. So I can add 1 more.
Okay, so make your intelligence medicine roll. Oh, damn. Okay. So you had a difficulty of 1. You've got 3 successes. So you could potentially bank up to 2. You can bank 2 action points from that. bringing the party total up to 6. And you heal. That gives you 5 hit points healed, plus the 4 from the stim pack you wanted to use. That means you have healed 9 hit points.
6. And I lost 8. So I'm back up to my full 14. I was down to 6 out of 14. I'm not sure I'm the one with the largest HP.
So, what you all see is some kind of miracle. You see a mutant with a broken arm. Set the arm. Then apply some
With the
ointments,
help
apply
of-
some other stuff, and then jam a stim pack in there, and then she just lifts the... And then... Oh, no, he... Sorry. They lifts up their arm and just goes... And is absolutely fine. Now... You've all known Jade for a while at this point, so you're all kind of used to it, but somebody who is not used to the sight of a super mutant performing a medical marvel in front of her eyes is Gut Guzzler the Raider, who just stares and just like, who the fuck are you people?
I got the door open, you hear from the storage area.
What's inside?
Haven't looked yet.
What are you even doing?
I just don't want to walk into a random room. Without somebody here.
That's what we have Roman for.
And he looks so, Roman, is your leg okay? You're bleeding pretty good there.
I'll be fine. I've taken worse hits. He says that he's at 12 HP out of 15.
Oh. Well,
Do you
You
want me
guys
to
ready?
look at it, Roman? And Jade haven't even asked because...
he's a super mutant. Yeah.
And he's like,
Severe flesh wound.
I expect him to pipe up and say something himself.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
Freddie will head back to the storeroom and and are you guys ready to go on in?
I mean, do you think there's a trap or anything? It feels unlikely. It's just a stock room.
Yeah, but it's a medical stock room.
Is it? Okay.
Well, we're at the pharmacy, right? That they're supposed to be. Isn't that what we're here for?
Have you got anything long we could like push the door open with while we stand further back?
Well, I'm gonna
And
stand
all
to
the
side
time
of
you
the
two
door
are
and
coughing your lungs up.
Well, obviously, yeah, but like, I mean, no, I don't want to roleplay that far because it'd be hard to listen to.
So yeah, at a certain point where one of you coughs up a load of black sludge, Gut Guzzler just recalls and hard, like, oh my god, are you okay? What's wrong with you?
No, but don't worry about it. But you should probably stay clear of us and maybe the mutants as well.
It's probably too late, but Freddie opens
Too
the
late.
door. At
Too
this
late for
point.
what?
Don't worry, it goes away after a couple of days.
At this point, the whole day has just been a lot for Gut Guzzler, like a tremendous amount. So she just sits on the floor and just stares into nothing. Just keeps telling herself like, "It's okay. You're gonna go back to Diamond City and you're gonna forget about all of this. You're gonna forget that this ever happened. You're gonna apologize to your parents. You're gonna apologize to everyone, and you're just gonna go back home. You're just gonna go back home. So you're gonna open the door. Is that the plan?
Yep, I'm ready with everybody there now.
Okay. You open the door, and you see a stock room. It is full of stuff that looks like it hasn't really been touched in a very long time. So
I know you're tempted, Freddie, but let's just start with the stuff that we need first, and then you can look at the other things.
So
Are you good
if you're
go
gonna,
for
Freddie's
this?
eyes are.
so you're going to be doing a scavenger roll, I'm guessing.
Oh.
You're going to be scavenging.
Eventually here, but first we're going to try to at least find the antibiotics we were sent here for, unless I have to make the scavenging roll to do that.
Okay, so the stock room requires no roll because everything is there. And seeing as we're about to end very, very shortly, I'm going to send you on the Discord the list of loot tables you have to roll. And we can do that roll. We can do that roll off stream. We can get all the items and stuff sorted out in the next week on Discord between us. But for the benefit of our audience, in that room, you find a bunch of food. A lot of it is out of date and you can identify as inedible. There's a few beverages. There's a few comics and books. There's a few bottles of Nuka Cola. There is a whole bunch of junk and a whole bunch of random chems. But you also find a box full of antibiotics. Enough easily for every one person in town, because you were told that there was roughly around 30 people in town. You have enough antibiotics there to give everyone a dose, whether they're sick or not, and basically eradicate the illness. And how that's going to work in game is, if you want to, well, depending on what you do, we'll talk about that on Discord, but essentially you have found the motherlode in this stock room. And that is where we're going to leave it for this week.
And we only report back that we found the antibiotics, right? Freddie looks over at everybody.
I mean, they knew that this was here. They must have done other stuff up here. But yeah, I mean, get the stuff you want before we tell them, I guess. Because they're not going to pay us. What a fun time.
So,
and I look over to the guzzler. You saw nothing.
I think actually, if the rest of you had like, you got this, you can go look, and Jade would have been sitting down beside this poor raider.
Freddie is short and very small frame, so he is not intimidating at all when he talks like this. He just thinks he is.
Guzzler is just sat on the floor, still staring into nothing, just telling herself, "Yeah, you're gonna go to Jimmy's bar, and you're gonna have a few, and you're gonna just one day this will all be a really funny story that you tell. Okay, you just got to get back home. You just got to get back home. That's all that matters now. You just got to get back home." And that is where we're going to leave it for this evening. Thank you everyone for watching and everyone for bits. I will work out what I'm doing with those as soon as humanly possible. Yeah, I'm now just got used to the system, so now's the time that I think I could definitely let people affect the game from the outside. People, if you've got anything to plug, now's the time.
Do we have something on Tuesday?
They have
Die, I think.
Yeah, the Die game I'm in. That'll be on Tuesday, normal time, 8 p.m. UK, 9 p.m. Central Europe, like 2 p.m. Central American time. No, that's like Central America, like Mexico. Like,
that's
CET.
Central.
Check on the Discord, which I've just put a link to in the chat.
Yeah, you know what? Join that. There's people.
Because we can have all the times on there, and we'll have Cthulhu on Saturday. Masks of the word that I'm not going to try and pronounce right now.
Nyarlathotep.
That one.
I'm in that game too, and I have no fucking idea how to say it.
And if you haven't, we had Vampire last night, so we'll be sure to check out the YouTubes and check it all out. So, and all that other fun stuff. But yeah, everybody else have a good night.
Yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.
If you need new clickety-clack fun stuff, go to norsefoundry.com. They have a lot of...
It means dice.
If you don't know what clickety-clack stuff is, it's not for you. Shiny math rocks.
Yes. Love it.
Norsefoundry.com have some awesome stuff and some nice pins and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for watching, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ta-ta.
Mad bye-bye face.
So is it Michelle or Tim who's going to...